Oh, people remember. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden Black came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
There's some news for you.
So that's technically docket. So yeah, the
Ninja Gaiden Black 2. Pretty fun. Should run better. It should run better.
So Ninja Gaiden is a weird, complete knowledge vacuum for me. I've only
Really?
I did QA on Sigma Black
Yeah, you
for
did.
a couple for for not long, basically 2 or 3 days tops. I don't know much else. Why this specific release?
All right, so let's go through it. All right.
And of course, we might as well touch on the fact that alongside this was the announcement that Ninja Gaiden 4, co-developed with Platinum Games, is going to be happening as well.
Platinum going back to their lot in life, which is helping other people make better games.
But the Platinum people that we knew are not there anymore, so it's kind of I guess, the people that are left at Platinum, which should still be a pretty cool game, all things considered. Right. So,
all right. So you want to play Ninja Gaiden, huh?
So I know that I have a perspective that is confused on this, but my impression from the outside has been that Ninja Gaiden has had revision 1 of their games called Black, and then revision 2 would be called Sigma.
No.
And then they made a third.
Already.
Okay. And then also I'm wondering why specifically going back to 2 here, as there was as opposed to 3 or 1 or so. But all right.
So you want to play Ninja Gaiden. All right. First off, Ninja Gaiden was made by Team Ninja under Tomonobu Itagaki.
Itagaki.
It was a hard-ass motherfucking action game and was extremely popular, right, on the Xbox. Then they released, I believe this is the order. Some of these details might be a little off because there's a lot here. They released what was called the Hurricane Pack, versions 1 and 2. And that was a little bit of extra, a costume. It wasn't too nuts, but it's oh, cool, a costume. Or maybe an extra bonus level, that kind of thing. And then they released Ninja Gaiden Black, which was the essential special edition of that game.
We are not talking about the Nintendo games. We are talking about
we are talking about the Xbox games.
Yes.
Ninja Gaiden Black was an improved version of Ninja Gaiden in pretty much every way. It had more enemy types. It had more weapons. It had some changes that everybody liked. And that was really cool. Then Ninja Gaiden 2 came out. Wait, is that the order?
Sigma first.
Sigma was first. Then Ninja Gaiden Sigma came out, which was the PS3 version of that game, which had the dual sword weapons, but it was built off a different version of the game because it was PS3. So I believe it had other issues that not as many enemies on screen. It also had balance changes that were just generally unpopular. So if you wanted to play Ninja Gaiden, I would recommend you play Ninja Gaiden Black. Problem with Ninja Gaiden Black is that Ninja Gaiden Black only exists on the original Xbox. So, Then Ninja Gaiden 2 came out on the 360. Ninja Gaiden 2 is a great game. Just a great game. It's super violent. It is has a lot of dismemberment. It throws a million enemies at you. It's crazy. Then later, when it got ported, Ninja Gaiden 2 became Ninja Gaiden Sigma, which included new bosses.
Sigma 2.
As well as Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This is
But that's the point. This is the point. You're fucking it up now even in the recap.
Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2.
Yes.
Which included new bosses and weapons. It also ruined the game's progression, and all of the new bosses were terrible. And it included new alternate character stories like Rachel and Ayane's, which are terrible.
So the update to 2 fucked it up.
And here's where it really matters. It decreased the amount of enemies that you would fight at one time and didn't have any gore.
Gotcha. Hence why we need 2 black now to go back and fix that bad update.
Well, then we get then we get
3.
Ninja Gaiden 3, which was made without Itagaki, and it sucks. It's not good. And it includes like weird scenes, like a soldier like begging for his life before Ryu kills him, and it's very like feel bad about the edge and all that. It's terrible.
Huh.
And then Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge came out.
Yes.
And Razor's Edge removes a bunch of that shit and puts a lot of more classic controls back in, and it's better, but it's not 1 or 2. It's definitely not 1 or 2. Then the Ninja Gaiden Master Collection came out, which was Ninja Gaiden Sigma, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, and Ninja Gaiden Razor's Edge, which then people went and modded Ninja Gaiden 2 Sigma to be Ninja Gaiden 2 Black by reintroducing the amounts of enemies and tweaking their health values. And now
we just sleeping on Yaiba? Ninja Gaiden Z?
We sure are. Along the way, somebody points out there was a game called Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 Plus. I don't know where that came out. I know it has more costumes. Whatever. But now we are at Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, which is how I accidentally said it when I started streaming it, which was humorous to me. Ninja Gaiden 2 Black is still Sigma. It's still Ninja Gaiden 2 Sigma, which people don't like. And the reason why they keep reusing Sigma, even though people don't like Sigma as much as the original, is because they have lost the original. The original version of Ninja Gaiden 2 no longer exists.
Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 Plus is the Vita version.
That's fine.
Of Sigma 2.
Whatever. So Ninja Gaiden 2 Black is still Sigma, but they have toned down the health values of a lot of the more troublesome enemies on Sigma to more black levels. And then they have added more weapons, but they've removed some of the costumes that were added by Sigma and Sigma Master and Sigma 2 Plus. And they have removed 2 of the new shitty bosses, but left 1 in, but changed its name for some reason. And now it runs in Unreal 5.
And also, if we're going to mention a Vita version of the game, we'd be remiss to not mention Ninja Gaiden Dragon Sword.
Yes.
For the DS.
Yes.
See, because that's the DS is the...
Ninja Gaiden 2 Black is definitely the best version of the game that you can play that is like of the best of the Ninja Gaiden games that you can play easily.
Original Black. Yeah.
No, Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, which is the new release.
Sorry, okay.
This current Black.
This current Black.
Yes.
Okay.
But if you're a purist and you really like the absolute ridiculous mass of enemies, the only way to play Ninja Gaiden 2 Original reliably is to either have a 360 or buy Ninja Gaiden 2 Master Collection and then get the black mod off the Nexus to black it.
Wait, you've got to mod it black.
Yes.
Okay, so fans made their own black mod, and then you can drop that on. I see.
Yeah, for the Master Collection.
Well, shit. So the collection doesn't even give you version variants. Then you just have
it gives you the smigma. Gives you the smigmas and the Razor's Edge.
You're forced to have the sigmas. Even okay. Got it. So then, fuck the collection.
No, because the collection is the only way to get to mod Ninja Gaiden 2 Original by going and modding it to be the original enemy placement, which is unfortunately not in Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. It's a mess. It's a mess.
Okay.
It is a mess.
Okay.
And
all right. And
here's where it gets actually the two.
When does Ninja Blade fit into the timeline?
It doesn't. That's a From Software game. Ninja Blade fits alongside is it Evergrace? That RPG that From Software did where you fight Michael Wilson at the end. Know that Michael Wilson is in Ninja Blade?
In other stuff? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's a CIA agent that you work with in Ninja Blade before he became the president.
Yo, mid-aughts to FromSoft was wild.
Yeah.
All right.
So here's Enchanted Arms. That's right. You can fight Metal Wolf as the final boss, as the secret boss in Enchanted Arms. So here's where it breaks down. The original version of Ninja Gaiden 2 that everybody loves and loves so much had an absolutely insane enemy count and ran like complete dog shit because it had an absolute insane enemy count. It also had like blood effects going everywhere. Dude, it ran so bad, but it was crazy. But it ran so bad. And on top of that, like a lot of enemies had like exploding kunai they would throw at you from like off screen. So like it was a mess. It was like there were fights in that game that were absolutely fucking ridiculous.
So my overall vibe of Ninja Gaiden has been that it's the character action game, but it's not about styling.
It's not about style.
Everything can kill you instantly and you can kill everything instantly. It's about doing things with perfect timing and killing as much as possible, as fast as possible. Fuck style entirely.
It is anti-style. It's about efficiency.
Survival.
Yeah, and in particular, Ninja Gaiden 2 has the hallway. There's like a hallway up to a big temple, and it is like the microwave hallway, but instead of microwaves, it's the most enemies you could ever imagine thrown at you. It's like a Dynasty Warriors amount of enemies thrown at you with a character action toolkit.
But they're all real. Right. Okay.
It is fucking bananas. So when Sigma toned that down to be like a regular game, they then increased enemy health, which made the player feel a lot less powerful, which is why people don't jive with Sigma.
Okay.
Like Sigma is a less idiosyncratic but overall better game than the original was.
So the original had a Isen-like system, right? Where you could attack right as you're about to get hit and just behead.
No, it's in fact the opposite of the Isen system.
They counter hit you to death.
No. It's instead of perfectly timing your strike to instantly kill, it's when you kill an enemy and they drop their yorbs or their rorbs or their blorbs, you can hold down the heavy attack and you suck in all the rorbs, and that makes an invincible combo attack that will auto kill everything in your vicinity. So it's not about perfect timing, it's about finding the spot that you can dedicate to charging for 2 seconds. Like in this huge, chaotic nightmare melee, when can I Sigma up all these orbs to do my ultimate technique?
And is that a screen clear or just immediate vicinity?
It depends how long you charge it.
Interesting.
If you charge it for like a little bit, it'll kill one enemy. If you charge it for a little bit, it'll kill like 3 or 4.
Okay.
And if you get up to like level 3, it'll kill like 4 or 5.
Because I feel like I'm remembering these insane screen crowds and just a whole lot of like what looks like Isen, like quick beheading slashes, and then like, okay, the numbers are back down, and they fled back in again, you know.
So the trick is that when you use a UT, you use up the currency like that you absorb. You're using it up to power the next attack.
Okay.
But anything you kill will drop more than average
you spent
stuff.
Okay.
So when you use a UT, you definitely want to make sure it kills what you're fighting.
Okay. And then it seemed like boss fights, however, are much more in line with, character action boss fights. Like you're going through the phases and wailing on them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The Ninja Gaiden, the boss fights are not great, and some of those boss fights are like viciously terrible. In Ninja Gaiden 2 original, I don't know if they ever changed this. There's a gigantic like ice hedgehog that you fight, like it's enormous. It's like, and it's a terrible boss fight. And then right before it dies, it does like a self-destruction, like its move, and it will kill you 100% of the time, and there's no way to dodge it, and it's a completely empty arena. And in the original Xbox 360 version, the only way to survive the fight was to make sure you have enough magic ready for the end of the fight, that when it explodes, you start casting the fire spell so that you are invincible when the explosion goes off.
God damn. Okay.
Like, this is the kind of nonsense we're talking about.
I remember copious amounts of like fuck you game design discussions around this game for sure over the years. Yeah. Okay. And each one I feel like was accompanied with an Itagaki interview where he was like getting drunk and laughing.
I'm being told after all these years that you can just block it. Oh, okay. You can just block it. I never thought to just block it. I thought it would power through.
Or that.
Well, that's crazy.
Okay, so there's a block button.
Yeah, there's a block button.
No shit. All right, well.
I think the Ninja Gaiden 2 experience is best summed up by the game's first room, because the game's first room is you have a cutscene that doesn't make any sense, and then it drops you into the tutorial where like 4 ninjas are attacking our hero Ryu Hayabusa, and at the bottom of the screen it says hit X to attack light, hit Y to do heavy attack, and hit A to jump. And you have to do each of those before the tutorial goes over, like to the next stage of the tutorial. But unlike every tutorial in almost every game ever made, the enemies that are in that tutorial are the normal, real enemies that are trying to kill you. So as you read that and go, how do I hit the button? They are all simultaneously attacking you to kill you.
Yes. Yeah. Something else I'm remembering is that your secondary weapon, I guess maybe early or so, you get is like a big long staff, right? And it's like much slower. And it felt like, you know, in a game where you're styling on an enemy and you juggle them up, you can switch to a slower weapon and start doing, you know, your Captain Kilgore shit or so.
No.
This seems like death in this case.
You don't switch to other weapons.
So like
weapon switching is you go into the D-pad menu and you switch to a different weapon. Weapon switching is not for like mid combo. Weapon switching is for the next part of this level, I would like to use the nunchucks.
Okay, right. I seem to recall the regular sword like just being way better at like dispatching everything coming at you versus the staff. It felt like the staff was like, just wasn't able to keep up. The sword
is the best weapon in the game. The starting sword is the best weapon.
X-Buster. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's so Ninja Gaiden 2 Black is here, and it's a pretty good version. It should run better. But if you don't know anything about Ninja Gaiden, this is a decent enough place to start. Very interested in seeing Ninja Gaiden 4 and what's up with that.
Yeah. I mean, look, if Platinum's got to fucking do the other thing that Platinum does, you know, like, all right, jump on, help them out. It feels as if, even though it's not really the case, but it feels as if Team Ninja and Platinum were kind of like soft rivals over the years, you know? So this kind of coming to...
I don't think that the timeline on that actually works out.
Yeah, it just kind of soft feels like it, right? Based on, you know, the like, this is the character action space, and those are the other folks that do games like this. But, you know, altogether... Let's
like for somebody like you who has like not really fucked with the Ninja Gaiden series, pick up 2 Black. It's a good game. It's also like hilarious in how much time it dedicates to things that it doesn't give a shit about. The story, like nonsense. Like incredibly short cutscenes that are like fucking incomprehensible.
I had it on the LP shortlist some time ago, but I kind of forgot. So
it's good. It is vicious. It is a vicious, mean game, though. Of note, there's no New Game Plus feature at all. So when you pick like Grandmaster Super Ninja fucking difficulty, it's like, you're starting with no upgrades. Fucking earn them. It's ridiculous.
But yeah, I just like that overall thing of like there is no style, just kill and go.
Don't die.
Is a different appeal there.
Well, as somebody who played all of these games to some degree, because there would always be this like fucking web forum thing of like, man, look at all this cool shit I can do as Dante in Devil May Cry. I can do all these crazy moves. Can you do those moves in Ninja Gaiden? What does Ninja Gaiden have? And the answer is it has enemies that fight back.
Right.
Ninja Gaiden enemies are trying to kill you. A lot, like very much. They're really fucking aggressive.
And the I'm not going to sugarcoat it. XY XXY, whatever that means.
That's the Azuna drop command.
Ah, well, damn. I mean, in Dead or Alive proper,
It works every time.
Yeah, fucking Hayabusa's the shit.
It's so wild that Dead or like if you do play Ninja Gaiden 2, remember that Dead or Alive is happening 2 towns over while this shit is happening, because these aren't like sister series. Like Ninja
Same
Gaiden's
world.
modern incarnation is like a spin-off of Dead or Alive.
Yeah, no, Tina is riding a horse and Zack is doing his funky dance.
Yeah, and
while
like you meet Ayane and you in Ninja Gaiden, like she's there.
while people's heads are flying the fuck off of their bodies.
So like when you're doing all this nonsense with Ryu Hayabusa, you have to remember, like, yeah, Bass could do that. Like,
and also a beach island vacation is happening right over there.
yeah. Also, Nicole of the Spartan program is somewhere in the background.
Oh, no way. Get the fuck out.
Somewhere out there.
Oh.
Somewhere out there.
God damn
You
it.
gotta remember that in the future of Dead or Alive, even the Super Ninja Ryu Hayabusa cannot stand to the might of the Covenant.
Spartan 9-1 whatever is actually in Ninja Gaiden?
No, she's not. But the universe is the same. Therefore,
Yes, okay, right.
does exist somewhere.
Canonically in there, yeah. They never brought Ein over into those games though, did they? The other ninja?
You mean Hayate?
Yes.
Well, Hayate is Kasumi's brother, which means he's also Ayane's brother. And Ayane is in Ninja Gaiden.
So it could.
So he's somewhere.
Okay.
He's the Hayabusa village's other male ninja.
Because I always thought Ein was cool.
Yeah. When they changed him to Hayate, I'm like, I actually much prefer the Ein.
I like Ein way better. Ein was way better. That's why I still call him Ein, because I'm like, yeah, and then the ninja one, but you know, the fucking the big hits. Yeah, Ein was sick. Exactly that
And
energy.
then there's also, and I made this mistake, in Ninja Gaiden, you also find Ryu Hayabusa's dad, Joe Hayabusa.
From the old series.
No, that's what I thought. No, Joe is, it's always been Ryu Hayabusa, and Joe has always been his dad. Joe Hayabusa is a reference to Joe Musashi, the main character of Shinobi.
Oh, old Genesis. He had a dog. Yeah, and then Big Scarf later. Wow. That's a tie-in. That's crazy, but it's not like officially. It's just
It's just like, okay, there's a lot of ninjas running around named Joe.
Yeah, okay.
And it's not J-O. It's J-O-E.
J-O-E.
Like an American.
Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder if it's but that
like Danny Hayabusa or some
but
shit.
that sounds like a one-sided reference, right? Because Shinobi came back out, relaunched itself with the super long scarf, and then kind of went its own way. And I will say that, like, stylistically, Shinobi is like, that's wallpaper shit, you know?
Yeah.
It's rad as hell with the big red scarf, like you're flailing in the along the wall when you run and shit like that. Interesting.
That being said, I have to say, like, Ninja Gaiden, the modern Ninja Gaiden, is one of the best 3D-ifications of like an ancient NES game, because like when you think about original Ninja Gaiden on the NES, You're not styling.
It's fucking hard, but
You're surviving.
But it's bullshit hard because the screen scroll enemy fucking spawn shit.
You know what, man?
Yeah.
In Ninja Gaiden and Ninja Gaiden 2, when enemies are firing exploding rockets and kunai from off screen, you know that thing most action games do where enemies that are fully out of camera view become less aggressive?
And or audio cue.
Yeah, not here.
Okay.
Fucking fight and kill your ass off because they are coming at you.
Important question. How good is the camera?
It's a 360 game at its core.
Is there a lock on? Soft?
No. Ninja Gaiden doesn't use a lock on.
Fixed angles?
Yeah, it uses fixed angles, and you kind of home in on any. If you're aiming at a guy with the analog stick, you're gonna hit them. Like,
okay.
don't worry about it. It's
so frustration abounds because the camera will kill you.
The camera is not. It's not the best.
If you're gonna have an enemy that silently shoots shit up my ass from way back there,
silent. Nothing in that game is silent.
Okay, but just give me a camera that won't murder me, and like I'll find a way. Okay.
You know, in games when you get too close to the wall and like the wall becomes transparent, so you can see your character. What if in Ninja Gaiden we made that transparent circle around your character literally the size of just your character, so you can see your character but you can't see anything else that the wall is blocking?
Perfect. Awesome. Okay.
Yeah. Got it.